What is going on, everyone? I hope you are all having a fantastic day. So on Monday, we kicked off a little tournament between the top 4 online banks out of all of the ones that we've done full reviews on. So today we're going to be putting Chime Bank head-to-head with Discover Bank, and the winner of today's versus video will go ahead to Friday and face SoFi. So if you want a quick rundown of everything that Chime Bank and Discover Bank have to offer and how they directly compare to each other when putting them side to side, then be sure to stick around to the end of the video. Let me know what you think of this little mini-series down in the comment section below, and if you do enjoy this video, then be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so that you can follow along with the rest of these versus videos. Alright, let's jump right into it. So, as I mentioned in Monday's video, I picked these 4 banks based off of a number of criteria, including my own subjective opinion, but also largely based upon the video data from the various reviews that I've done. So, in a sense, you helped pick these matchups, and at the end of the day, I have absolutely no affiliation with any of these, and my channel is way too small to be sponsored by them, as nice as that would be. So, really, I'm just trying to suggest the best product possible to the average viewer. But always look at your situation, because your needs and opinions might be very different than my own, and that is completely okay. And I'd love to hear what your favorite banks are and what banks you'd like to see in the future in the comment section below. Alright, so today we're putting Chime head-to-head with Discover Bank, so let's do a quick rundown of these features that both have to offer, talk about which one excels beyond the other, and then at the end, crown the winner of this versus video. Okay, so let's start off with Chime Bank, and if you do want a more in-depth review of either Chime Bank or Discover Bank, then be sure to check out each of those videos on my channel, but for the time being, I just want to do a quick rundown of the features, and then spend most of the video comparing these features to each other. So with Chime Bank, you're gonna have that no-fee structure and get access to their network of 38,000 free-to-use ATMs, and they have a section right in their application that allows you to quickly find an ATM on their network near you. And I will also mention that Chime only charges $2.50 for off-network ATMs, but keep in mind that the owner of that ATM sometimes charges a fee as well on top of that, so I would definitely try to find an ATM on their network if possible. With your Chime account, you're also going to get access to their peer-to-peer transfer system, which a lot of competitors do have something similar, but essentially this is the Venmo or Cash App equivalent. Now, there is no formal budgeting section that gives you a really in-depth look at your credit score and your spending habits. However, you are able to break down your spending within the Chime app and figure out where you're spending too much and, more importantly, where you can cut back. One of the nice things that isn't super common with these online banks is that Chime is going to offer you a separate checking and savings account, whereas much of the competition only gives you one hybrid account. Now, speaking of that savings account, you are currently going to earn a really competitive 1% interest rate on all of the money that is in your savings account. And other than maybe Varo Bank, this is one of the best and highest interest rates that we've seen through all these reviews. Obviously, this interest rate is going to fluctuate up and down, but at the time of making this video, when interest rates across the board are pretty low, Chime is offering a very competitive 1% rate. So beyond all of those pretty regular features, Chime really started to set itself apart from the competition when it essentially pioneered the early paycheck feature. Now, many competitors have added this in recent years, but if you're not familiar, this basically allows you to get paid up to 2 days early when you have direct deposit. So if you usually get paid on Friday, then now you can get your paycheck early on Wednesday. I know a lot of people don't really care about this, but depending on your situation, this might be a nice feature that Chime offers you. Now, personally, my favorite feature by far that Chime offers is their automatic savings roundup feature, which essentially will round up all of your purchases to the nearest dollar and automatically put that amount into your savings account. So if you go spend $4.55 on coffee, then Chime is going to round up that purchase to $5 and automatically transfer that extra 45 cents from your checking account to your savings account. This is nice, but there are 2 big issues that I see with this. First of all, why in the world are you spending $4.55 on coffee? And frankly, you would have saved a lot more than 45 cents if you had just made that on your own at home. But the second issue is that for many people, automatically moving 45 cents here and 20 cents there to your savings account is not going to make a world of difference. And if anything, it might be a little frustrating because at the end of the day, it's not like you are earning any money on this or investing in your future like what you get with the Acorns investing roundup feature, because you're really just moving money from one of your accounts to another. But again, one of those features that if your situation is right, it might be a nice thing to have, and you can always turn it off if you don't want it. And lastly, you do have access to the green dot reload feature, which is the same exact system that Varo uses that allows you to deposit cash at over 90,000 retailers like CVS and Walgreens. So not only are you able to withdraw cash for free from their network of ATMs, but you can also make a deposit if you need to for whatever reason. Alright, so moving on to Discover Bank. Once again, you're gonna have that no fee structure that we've all all come to know and love and really expect across the board. And this has a better network of ATMs that is currently at 60,000 ATMs, which is significantly higher than what Chime claims on their website. And unlike Chime and a lot of the competition, you are able to actually get a physical checkbook, and you do have to order this through the app, but at least you are able to get a real checkbook and write your own checks, rather than requesting checks one at a time through the app, which is what a lot of competitors offer, and I've never really been a huge fan of that. Similar to Chime, you are also going to have that separate checking and savings account, and on your savings account, you're currently going to earn 0.95%, which is just a little bit lower than Chime, and other than Varo and Chime, this is one of the best interest rates at the moment. But the next few features that we're going to look at more than make up for that small 0.05% difference in interest, in my opinion. Outside of your checking and savings account, you will also get access to money market accounts, CDs with varying lengths from a few months all the way up to 5 years, and that rate is currently at 1.05% interest, as well as the ability to have IRA CDs and savings. Now, other than Ally Bank, which we did look at in a previous video, very few fintech banks actually offer these money market and CD options. So if this is something that you're interested in, then Discover Bank is definitely something that you want to check out. So that's all well and good, but the best feature, in my opinion, of this Discover Bank account is that you can earn 1% cash back on all of your purchases up to $3,000 in purchases each month, which basically means that you can earn $30 for absolutely free just for using this card on your regular everyday purchases. So with the exception of those money market accounts, the CD accounts, and the cashback offers, Discover and Chime are very similar. Their interest rates are nearly the same. They both offer some form of peer-to-peer transfers, and even though the Discover flat 1% cashback is a little bit better and easier to understand in my opinion, Chime does have some cashback options with their partnered retailers. So you can probably see why I put these two banks head to head, and they are very similar, but there is one factor that is a big differentiator, and that is the customer service. I've said it before and I will say it again, Discover as a company has some of, if not the best customer service of any company I have ever had to contact. They offer 24/7 US-based customer service of friendly and knowledgeable individuals, and while you all know that I constantly sing the praise of SoFi's customer service, I'm sorry, but they even put them to shame. Now, Chime does have a customer service line, and I will give them the benefit of the doubt that they have improved this drastically over the past few years. But as someone who has had to call both Chime and Discover's customer service lines, I can say without a doubt that Discover's customer service is by far the best across the board, really with any company. But is that enough to pick Discover Bank over Chime? Well, that's for you to decide based on your own situation, but for the sake of this battle and deciding which of these banks will face SoFi in the finale of sorts, then I will say, drumroll please, that I would give this one to Discover Bank. Obviously, that awesome customer service is a factor, but it goes far beyond that. The cashback rewards offered by Discover are easy to use and understand, and will give you a greater monetary benefit at the end of the day, not to mention that the money market accounts and the CD accounts are a very rare offering from these fintech banks. Clearly, they are both similar in a lot of ways, so depending on which features you value more, you might decide to pick Chime over Discover Bank. But when we're looking at all of the features and putting them head to head, and also looking at the video data from each of their separate reviews, I have to say that when putting them together, I would give this one to Discover Bank. Now, this did not affect my decision in this video, but I will also mention that Discover has some of the best beginner credit cards with the Discover It card, and this was actually my very first credit card. So if you haven't yet started building up your credit score and you want a really easy to use and free credit card to start doing that, then be sure to check out the link in the description, because the first 10 people can get $50 for free when you open a Discover credit card. But if you don't see value in that, then that is completely okay. And frankly, if you would give this one to Chime in this battle, then I would love to hear why you would pick that down in the comment section below, and what other banks you'd like to see go head to head in future videos. If you did enjoy today's video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, since on Friday we will be putting these two winners head to head, which is SoFi versus Discover Bank, and I think that is going to be a really great matchup. As always, thank you so much for your time. I seriously do appreciate it so much. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.